It is the first T20 International live from Queen's Sports Club. It is Zimbabwe versus Pakistan. Oh, outside edge, and it's been put down. Chance gone a begging to end the over. It's 3 without loss.
Just to give him that half a yard to the right, and would have been pretty regulation, and 2 hands would have helped as well.
Swing of the bat. Thick outside edge. This one runs away for 4.
Yusuf, he's been using the option to give himself room. He's been very proactive at the crease so far in his innings. Once again, backs away, uses the bounce and pace of Muzarabani, up and over.
Oh yes, the first half a dozen, and it's some shot over backward point.
Wow, we just talked about that being a longer boundary today, and that sort of strike from Yusuf made it look very close indeed. Back of a length, stands up, throws the hand through the line, opens the face, and off the middle of the giving himself room, trying to access the offside.
Tries, Wellington Masakadza. Richard and Garava, the pair comes together, and Yusuf has to go.
Garava got his man, almost had him the previous over. This time it's the fielder that snaffles the catch. Hard length, that in-between length forces Yusuf to lose his shape.
Don't bowl there, this could be another 6. Square of the wicket. Some shots again.
You can't give any Pakistan player room outside the off stump, especially a man in form. You bowl there, you will collect, you will fetch.
Types of foods that he eats. Heaved away. That'll be 4.
I was just thinking to myself, Gwandu's been so good the first 3 deliveries. He sort of had to know that Usman was going to look to get a boundary of him. Maybe the time for a slow ball. Ends up going hard length again. Got to vary your pace on the surface. It's a good batting surface.
Oh, delicate. This is neatly played for 4.
Just talking about the variations. Still no slower balls from Gwandu. Uses the pace late under the eyes, guides it down to third man. Remember, he's in the circle to have that mid-wicket on the boundary as per 10 angles.
Runs, picks the gap again, and it's just a fraction of width.
I said it a moment ago, can't be short to Sam Ayub. Can't be back of a length as well. He's got a knack of finding the gaps off the back foot. He's well aware that that man on boundary was very in his innings. Sam Ayub.
Neatly played again. Either side of the short third. Same result.
Soft touch. Good skill. Sam Ayub. Even finer this time. Uses the pace. Lets the
in the air, and is that a chance? It is. Trevor Gwandu completes the catch. Pakistan lose their second. It's the big one.
Yeah, it's a big scalp. And guess who? It's the experience of Masakadza. The first one he bowled at Saim Ayub. He bowled it towards the leg stump, but this front, and he prevails. Couldn't get the elevation and force behind that stroke. Saim Ayub, good contribution at 24. It's 57 for 2 Pakistan. Bowled it even wider. That's in the air. This is going to travel. That's a 6. After 27 deliveries, a boundary.
It had to come. You saw it in the previous shot where he went across the stumps and tried to access the leg side boundary. It's the shorter one, 65 meters. This time he's picked the straighter option.
And oh, big shot. This makes a great sound off the bat. Goes all the way for 6.
Really good show of intent from Usman here. What he's done early on in the over, he knows the boundary. It's in the slot, but you've still got to put it away. And he does just that. Ryan Pearl under a bit of pressure now immediately.
Oh, is that an edge? Yes, it is. Given straight away. An inspired bowling change. Goes for 6 off the first. Brave enough. Gutsy delivery to toss it up again and find the edge.
And it's the addition of width here. Slower, flighted and wide. That sense that Usman's going to look to take him on downtown. Take that option away. And he's gone from 30 for 39 of 30. Pakistan 91 for 3.
Pressure and the runs. In the air. Has that been taken? If it has, I think that's Dion Myers. They probably want to have a look at this.
This is such a good effort from Dion Myers. This is umpires going to ask whether this was a fair catch.
So legal delivery. Have a look at this. Different angle. So let's see if he gets the hands underneath it. I think he does. I think the fingers are underneath the ball there. I think that's some very good work here by Dion Myers. That'll see the end of Salman.
All the way. The youngster in the crowd tried to hang on to that one, didn't manage to, but just loosened the shackles this one.
So much needed for Pakistan. But on this occasion, a little bit straighter. First 2 deliveries were wide, protecting the short boundary. Punished when he went straighter.
This one down the ground. Gwandu gave chase. Running to his left from long on. What a good start to the 16th over.
Tayyip Tahir decided it's time. Wrestle back initiative in this innings. Ground ball, well struck. A little bit quicker from Burl as well.
That's what I'm talking about. Won't go into the boundary, but he'll play the shot with no risk in it because of that fielder. Now, is there a run-out chance? There was one, certainly.
That would have been short. Nagarama putting his hand up. Probably should have been back there, had enough time to gather the ball and take the bails off.
There you go. It's 2 full. It gives him the opportunity to hit that ball down the ground past mid-off. 18 gone. 1-3-1 for 4.
Opinion?
Oh, pace off it. Hasn't bounced. And Marumani hasn't got his body behind the line of the ball. You'd know about that, Morne.
It's a veiled dig. They didn't see me keep that often. You know, I was... you're not wrong. Can make you look quite simple.
That's gone straight up in the air. Raza trying to get there and doesn't. He couldn't have picked a better place for that ball to land.
Proper no man's land. Ball knows it. Answers.
Oh, that's carved away. Poor delivery. Didn't give Dion Myers a chance to see it at backward point.
No, absolutely. With a field that's set, both third man and point in the ring. That's probably the one delivery at the moment.
Expensive over. At just the wrong time for Zimbabwe. 19 gone, 149 for 4. Musikiwa is quick and quick enough to get there. Unfortunately, can't stop the ball from going into the boundary. Brings the 50 partnership up as well.
The ball wide, hard lengths, I guess.
4 more runs. Now, the width on the previous delivery allowed them to get a boundary on the offside, and that's why he's swung away. Final ball of the innings.
Well, one bounce over the line. Got off the mark. In style, the left-hander. Marumani.
This is becoming a feature of how he plays. It's that reverse sweep. Really changes, turns his stuff all the way around, and he's got fantastic contact. One bounce.
Ball him. Moved outside the line of that delivery a bit too much. Exposed his leg stump, and the wrist spinner Abrar Ahmed has prevailed.
This is to hit the stumps consistently.
He bowls wicket to wicket. Oh, that's a good hit. What a clean strike that was. Effortless. Plays the most difficult stroke to start with, and then loses plot.
This is a sign of some really good form. And he's hit it with the spin. He's picked that as going the other way. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Myers has been through the ODIs, scoring heavily square of the wicket off Abra.
It wasn't really short. Yes, the trajectory was low.
That's a top edge. That's a top edge, and it's carried all the way to the boundary for a maximum. Chandad got one that surprised Marumani, and he's basically done it again.
That was ball with a searing pace. That short pitch delivery. And
That's found the outside edge. This is beautifully bowled again. And Marumani picks up another boundary.
oh, he's living dangerously. He wasn't in control on that occasion. Was able to access the length quite early, and then backed away, created a bit of room for himself, guided the ball by you.
And this time he's got a hold of it. And he's gone over extra cover. And the end of an exciting over. 40 for 2. That's the pull shot, and he's got it far enough behind square. And Raza gets his first boundary. It's those feet, really, really quick feet, get him into a good position to access the boundary on the leg side.
Yeah, this time around there was a roll of wrist, and that's why he was able to place the ball into the gap. A few bounces over the line, and he punches it through covers. Another boundary.
This is, for me, the shot of the afternoon. I know you like Dion Myers' one, but I like this because he's made this shot himself. Backed away to the leg side and Pierce, very small gap, just 20 yards between the two fielders at cover.
Within the stumps, and he's been ready. Another one. It's the captain Sikandar Raza turning it on. 50 on the board in no time.
Something we've seen, particularly the last sort of 3 or 4 years, every time he walks out, he just brings the crowd at Zimbabwe's 2 grounds at Harry Sports Club and today at Queen Sports Club tonight, because of the ability to do this. 3 boundaries.
Outside edge, I mentioned those two fielders up in the circle. Cultured edge for 4.
The problem that Ralph will have if he looks to pitch the ball up is that there's 2 areas Raza can score that boundary. Past him, which is where he's trying to hit it, but if he gets it
In the air, heavy ball. They look for the second and they'll get it, will they? Oh, the dive, keeper, animated. It's an angle. Where's the bat? Where are the bails? Oh, he looks short of his ground.
Yeah, it'll need to be slowed down a little bit more. He certainly live looks like he's short of his ground, and he is. Marumani. And he's looked so good once again. and succumbs to another run out. And that's when this partnership was blossoming between him and the captain Sikandar Raza. Marumani has to go entertaining for the time he was there. 33 in just 20 balls.
That's beat it out. Just simple catch. He's come in and done just exactly what his captain's brought him on for. And it's Ryan Burl. Looks like that stayed in the wicket a little longer than he expected.
Up in the ring, Ryan Ball decided that's the man he wants to target for a boundary. Knows anything over mid-off would be a boundary. Was it a risk worth taking? You know what they say, Darlington, live by the sword, die by the sword. You've got to take the chances in this format. Zimbabwe 87 for 4. The injury.
That's a wicket. He's not picked the one that's turned away from him, a little googly. And looking to turn that onto the onside. It's very easy work for the wicketkeeper. Zimbabwe lose Clive Madande.
Shake of the head. Beaten all ends up. Just a lapse of concentration there from the young Zimbabwean batter. Gets beaten in the flight. Just turns away. No reason though to leave your crease, young man. There's no contact on the ball. Skipper.
That's Sikandar Raza. Beautifully bowled by Jandad. And Pakistan have clawed their way back into this match. And it's the seamers who are doing the damage.
It's all going wrong here. Queen Sports Cup will away out for Zimbabwe. Losing, have to be looked again. Raza trying to go airborne. Finding point. Same Ahoop, can't keep him out of the game here in Zimbabwe. It's the end of the skipper for 39, Zimbabwe 90.
This time it's just a little guide down towards the third man boundary. And it's a long, long time since the Zimbabweans find the boundary.
Much needed. Well played by Wellington Mazakatsa. Wide from Mukim. Waits for it, guides it down. It's that short third man on his right hand side and this quick outfield.
The Queen's boundary in the Zimbabwe innings. And then he's bowled him around his legs. It's gone too far across. Looking to play that sweep shot. It's the second time we've seen him take a wicket in that manner. Zimbabwe now find themselves in what is probably some real trouble.
A little bit quicker through the air from Mukim, straighter as well. Misjudged by Mazakatsa. It's gone for 5, Zimbabwe.
And he's fallen cheaply off the first ball.
Letting the hands flow and it stops on him a little bit. Thick outside edge. And simple catch to Yusuf at point.
Hannes Ralph back into the attack, and Tasingam Sekiwa picks up the first boundary of his innings.
Oh, lovely to see that from Sekiwa. Who said it's over? I'm going to still give it a crack. Let my voice be heard. Let the crack of my bat be heard today. Love to see that. He's not going to throw in the towel. He still wants to have a...
It's full and fast, full and straight from Haris Rauf. Blessing Zarabani, just one delivery without scoring. The perfect first delivery at a number 10 batter. And Blessing Zarabani, those feet don't go anywhere.
Hasn't read that one. Played all around it. Appeal for the stumping.
Seems like he's out of the crease, not on the line. straightforward decision for the third umpire.
Yeah, Gwandu's dragged his foot out and he hasn't managed to get it back behind the line in time. So, confirmation that the final wicket has fallen for Zimbabwe. All out for 108. They leave 4.5 overs in a T20 international match that they could have batted. And while if you